welcome back to my channel. Hi, I'm Preet. Before starting with the video, I want to give you a quick introduction with just a very quick one. If any of these topics that you're seeing on your screen interest you, or if you like watching such content, consider checking out my channel, consider subscribing to my channel. Just go check it out if something interests you, so consider subscribing to my channel. Starting with the video, how to get out of situationships, how to get over situationships. So I have a list of things that you can definitely try. Before I start anything, these are things that have personally worked for me, and it may or may not work for you, but it's worth a try. It may just work for you. So these are things that you can get out of situationships or just get over situationships with this. This video is going to be a 10-step guide or 10 points guide towards it. I love putting it into points because I just feel that makes it easier to understand the concepts and methods or something like that. So you can take it as tricks, methods, points, or just ways to get over it. So it's like 10 points are going to be covered in this. Let's start with a little story time. I was stuck in a situationship where we were not dating, but we hadn't confessed that we liked each other, but we did actually in a way. And it was just a very confusing and a very time consuming and an exhausting phase where we were not dating, and you couldn't put a term to it. There's not a concrete term that you can put on it, but it's you guys are in a situation there's something going on, but then there's nothing going on, but there's it's a very confusing situation. And I want to applaud you for the courage that you have, because it can be very, very exhausting. I know it can be so exhausting to go through situationship. It's drains your energy, and it's taking up all your time, and it spirals into overthinking, and it can be very, very tough. And I applaud you that you are dealing with situationships so formidably and so strongly and such a courageous way, and I applaud you for that, because situationships can be very tough because it's such a confusing time where you don't know what you want, and it's you just keep questioning and questioning, and the questions never end. Let's start with the 10 things that you can do right now. First, know your worth. It is very important to realize that we deserve somebody who can give their time, efforts fully into it, fully into ourselves, and we don't deserve somebody who is just half step in and half step out, one step in and one step out. We do not deserve somebody like that. We deserve somebody who recognizes our potential, our worthiness, and appreciates us for being just us. We do not deserve somebody who's trying to change us, who is not sure about what they want. I want you to recognize your own self-worth, that we deserve somebody who's gonna love us for all parts of us and is sure of being with us. We deserve somebody who's ready to put time, effort, and energy into the relationship and is ready to give as much as you are ready to give. You deserve so much more than situationship. You deserve certainty, and you deserve surety in your life. If they're not willing to give their time, energy, and effort into this relationship, that is not the right relationship for you. Settling for anything less than that is never the answer. We deserve everything that we are putting on the table, so do not settle for less. Second, so I wanted to do this 3-step ways that I keep saying again and again, but it's very important. The first one is your future, that you both are looking at the future that you want in life should align. It's very important if you are looking for making this situationship into a more concrete thing. You should know that the future that you want is same or similar, or is at least aligning somewhere. A 3-step plan that gives you a perspective how compatible that you are. The first one is your future, how aligning they are. It is basically where you are at life and your priorities right now. This is very, very important, because you cannot be at different phases of your life. We go through different phases of our life, and maybe this is a different phase for you than what it is for him or her. So it is very important that the phase you are in life should align or should be near each other. Also, the priorities that you have in life right now, maybe your priority is family or love or career or anything that is, it can be the smallest of things, but your priorities should align. That's when your thinking will align, and that's when your future will align. So your priorities should be very similar. Is the list of non-negotiable that you have, how much are they matching. Like you cannot, like it cannot match 100%, but like how far it is from matching. So write a list of non-negotiables for you, things that you need in a relationship, not want. It's not the things that you want in a relationship, it's just things that you need in a relationship. So you need a person who's like this, or it's like that, so you need those things. So writing these, going through these 3 steps is going to give you a perspective of how compatible you guys are, and it's just going to give you a kind of like a reality check of where your situation is and how do you guys even have a future together. Third point is trust your instinct. If you're feeling unsure or confused, or if you're not sure about a person, that is because that is probably the wrong person. When you're with the right person, there's going to be no guessing, no doubting, no self-doubting, no anything. You are going to know, and you have to trust your instinct with things like this, because if your gut feeling is telling you it's wrong, it's probably wrong, because you won't have that with the right person. You won't have uncertainty with the right person. Fourth is confront the situation. I know this time can be very uncertain and very confusing, but you have to ask certain questions. You have to ask the other person, do you want this or not? Look for certain answers, like the answer has to be yes or a no. Do you want this situation? Like, do you want this relationship? Do you like me or not? You have to ask these questions. Ask them with utmost clarity, and the answer has to be yes or a no. There's no in between. Okay, so the answer is yes or it's a no. And if they're trying to answer like with something else, that's probably because it's a no, or they're just trying to ease the situation. Don't let the confusion or the uncertainty drain your energy. Go ask the person clear, direct questions like, do you want this relationship? Be very clear about what you're asking. Do you like me or do you not? The answer has to be very simple. It's a yes or it's a no. If it's not, it cannot be something in between. So if that's not a clear no, but it's not a clear yes, that's probably a no. Because if they were sure about you, they would say yes without hesitation. Point number 5 is detach from the situation and focus on yourself. Situationships can be very exhausting. From my first hand experience, I would say it's like the most complicated and the most exhausting relation that you can be in, or a situation that you can be in, because it's mentally draining and it's like taking up all the space in your life right now. And I get it, it's hard to let it go, especially when something has become so important and such a part of your life at this moment. But I want you to take a step back, just distance yourself from this situation for a bit. That is going to give you clarity and understanding about what it is going on. Sometimes you just need to take a step away from a person to see it with clarity, to see it with what it is. And sometimes in the magic of the moment, we lose track of clarity and we lose what we want and what the situation is right in front of us. Point number 6 is try to put it in words. I know it's very difficult to even tell somebody about this, because most of the times people don't understand what is going on. For them it's like, what is going on? I don't understand, and that's okay. But you have to try to put it in words. You keep trying to put it in words. It's going to help you understand what the situation is, and what sometimes, our head clouds our judgments, and there are just very cloudy thoughts in our head where it's like it creates a haze in our mind where it's like we are not sure. It's like so many things and we can't make sense of it. So try writing it in a journal, or writing in a piece of paper, or writing on post notes, or just putting it in words. Try to go in front of a mirror and just say it out loud. There's a lot of ways that you can put the situation in words without using a diary. Like, you can go in front of a mirror and say the words out loud. You can record a voice recording on your phone. You can write it in the notes and say it out loud, or you can write it in a post-it note, or you can write it on a piece of paper. You don't always have to journal and write the whole situation. Just try to put it in words. You put it in words, think oftentimes become more clearer. Get clear on what you want and what you need, and then take a look at the situation that you are in right now. Point number 7, surround yourself with support. I know this time is basically what happens is you try to push away every single person in your life, and it's like a very personal thing that you're going with and you don't want to share it until you are sure of what is going on. But I don't want you to push people away at this time. At this time, your support system means a lot. But this is a very tricky thing, because at this time oftentimes we reach out to the wrong person who's not understanding the situation that we are in, and this step may or may not work, and depending on the situation. Sometimes the situation is so difficult to wrap your mind around it, because the relationship is between you and the other person, and bringing a third party into it is very hard for them to understand. Reach out to people who truly understand you and won't put their own bias from their personal experience onto your situation. If other people make you doubt your own instincts or second guess yourself, which can be very difficult in a situation like this. So be very selective with the person that you are choosing to confide in. You can't find the support right away. That is completely okay. Take your time to process the situation yourself. This step is important, but it is also very important to find the right kind of person to confide in. Step number 8 is reflect and set boundaries. I know this can be a very confusing time where we project a lot of feelings that we are feeling towards ourselves, and we can be very hard on ourselves that why did I do what I did. Especially after we look at the situation from a clear lens, we often beat ourselves. And you can definitely listening to Love is Embarrassing by Olivia Rodrigo, you'll understand what I'm meaning. Like, I could relate to that song so much. It's like, love is embarrassing. It's like, it's like, oh shit. Because like the lyrics on that is sometimes what we do. It's like, how could I let myself do the things that I did for a certain kind of person? But that's completely okay. I want you to understand that it was a very confusing time. Situationships can be very tricky, very confusing, and it's completely okay for any mistakes or errors that you did, or something that you would never do but you did for that person, for a person that wasn't even sure of you. Don't beat yourself for the decisions that you made. It's all part of the growth, and you are going to learn to not do the things that you are beating yourself at the moment. The universe is probably preparing you for the right person. Take it as a lesson. Set boundaries for the future and learn from the situation that okay, these are boundaries that I will not cross in my future relations. So this is the universe way of making you ready for the future, and move forward with clarity and self-love. You are so brave for putting your heart out on the line for a chance and a possibility of love, and it's okay. You're going to learn from this, and this is probably the universe's way of teaching you to be better for your future relationships. I am so proud of you for giving love a chance, even if it didn't work out. I am proud of you, and you should be too, of the strength that you showed, because it takes bravery to put your heart out on the line and to even take the experience of possibility of love. So please recognize that strength in you. Step number 9, and the second last step, is take your time and practice self-care. I've merged these 2 points together, but both of them are very important. This situationship, even though it wasn't a very real breakup, or it wasn't it is something that you can't put a tag on it because it was so complicated. It's okay to go through all the stages of breakup and feel all the emotions that you would feel. Don't beat yourself that I can't even put a tag on it, and why am I feeling like this? It's okay, whatever you're feeling. Take your time to heal and take your time to process everything that you felt, because it's very brave of you to put yourself out there, and it's not going to happen in a day that you are going to forget about a person. That's not going to happen. Take your time, how much ever time it takes. At the same time, it's going to take time, and it's going to take time for you to get over your feelings, get a hang of your feelings, and get the hang of the control that you lost. And it's okay to take that time. Don't put a time frame or a constraint that I can only take this much time to process this. No, it's going to take however time you need to get over it, and that's fine. And during that time, I want you to engage in self-care. Surround yourself with things that inspire you. Surround yourself with things that make you feel good about yourself. Maybe it's, doing extensive skincare or taking a long bath. Maybe it's washing your hair. Maybe it's playing a game, or whatever it is, that the activities that you like. Maybe it's reading romance books, or maybe it's writing a journal, or maybe doing something creative. Engage in activities and self-care activities that you love, that you like doing. and do not shut yourself out for the possibility of trying new things. Step number 10, and we are coming to conclude this video at the same time, is practice self-compassion. At this time it's very difficult to practice self-compassion because situationships can be very embarrassing and very exhausting. At the same time they can be very mentally draining. So at this time it's easy to blame ourselves for the situation and curse ourselves and turn that into self-hatred. So I don't want you to do that. Remember that you were brave enough to do everything that you did. This step is crucial because you have to be kind to yourself. Practice self-compassion by allowing yourself to feel and process everything that you did and everything that you are feeling without the fear of judgment. We will not judge ourselves for anything that we did at this time. It's okay to feel whatever you are feeling. It's okay to do whatever that you did, and we have to understand that it was a very tricky situation. It can be very exhausting. It's okay to make mistakes. It's just part of the journey, because the good, it doesn't come all in highs. It can be high with the low, it's dark with the light, and it's okay. The ups comes with the down, and it's all part of your growth and your journey, and you're going to get through this. But it's okay. Do not judge yourself too hard during this time. Give yourself grace and remember that you are worthy of love that is mutual, that is fulfilling, and that is sure of you. Lastly, before ending this video, I want you to remember that it was absolutely not your fault that they were not sure of you. It wasn't something that you did or something you could have changed or something you should change about yourself. You deserve to be loved for the person that you are right now. You don't have to change to be loved and respected. You are enough on your own, and that's a beautiful thing, and you are a thing of beauty, and you don't need to change for anybody. It's their loss that they couldn't see what they were getting in by having you in their life. But you do not get to tell yourself that, maybe it is because of me, and maybe I'm just overboard, and maybe I want things in life that are not very common. No, it's not you. It's probably them and somebody who's not sure of you. You deserve a person. You are going to find a person who's going to appreciate you as you are. So you don't need to change yourself for anybody. I hope this video was informative and helps you get through this. I am so in awe of the strength that you had to open this video. If you like this video, consider liking this video, checking out my channel, sharing this video, and commenting anything and everything. Maybe you have more ways that help you get over situationships, so let me know down in the comments. Maybe there is a video idea that you want me to make next, so you can give me those ideas down in the comments. I would love to have a chat in the comments. If you like this video, and if you like my channel, please consider subscribing to my channel because it does really help me a lot. That's all for the video. I love you, right?